and welcome to today's episode of SMP the Miniseries. And today I have a couple of things I want to talk about, and then I have one ginormous thing to start doing. So, let's get started. So, I said so too many times, but you might be wondering why it's taken me so long to upload another episode, and the main reason is I died. I died quite a few times not like real life dying. Minecraft died. I died quite a few times with all my gear. So I not only lost 3 pairs of elytra in the process of building a different thing that I did off camera because it took me 2 days to build. Well, 14 hours, but who's counting? 14 hours, 1 day, 2 days of material gathering, really. So you can see in here I have 2 full sets of armor. There's a third one here. That's the pickaxe. That's supposed to go there. But it needs to be enchanted with Fortune 3. So, the main thing that we're going to do today is over here. And you might be wondering why this area has been recently fixed up into this instead of the hard worked crops that are over here. And I switched this up because this is where I'm going to put my free village. All the villagers that are currently living in captivity, not all of them, quite a few of the villagers who are currently living in captivity will be eventually moved over into this ginormous village. But right now I'm starting with a couple of buildings just to start off with. Eventually I'm going to build a bridge over and just sort of expand the village to be much larger. I might do it later after Astrocraft or something else because Astrocraft is coming. I might fit in at least 2 more episodes of this series before we start Astrocraft and sort of veer away from SMP the Miniseries for a while. But I'm not 100% sure. But Astrocraft is starting very, very soon. Seriously, for me personally, school ends in a couple of weeks. And that's when me and Starlight really open ourselves up to more videos and more stuff over the summer. We really open ourselves up to more series, more recording, and more collaborations and things we do. Last summer, I didn't post a lot. Forts, of course, sort of took over that. This summer, I am definitely doing a lot of Astrocraft. That is my main goal this summer, is to actually do a lot of Astrocraft. So, this might be one of the last episodes in this section of SMP the Miniseries, and we'll pretty much just carry this on throughout in between series. So here I have some materials for each of the houses, and it's all I'm going to use for all of them because they're all pretty tiny houses. I don't need that much. I've already designed the house, not with Lightmatica. I just have the design in my head and I'm ready to go with it. There were a couple of things that I needed, but I have them all now. So I'm really excited to start building this. And that was one of the things I wanted to talk about today was Astrocraft. And I'll take you to somewhere with a little surprise while I'm talking about Astrocraft. So, recently, me and Starlight have been in high gear for planning Astrocraft because the summer is near and we're starting it in the summer. So we have all the members of the SMP chosen. We have a spawn area designed actually, and I like the design. And it's not going to be a ginormous spawn area that you can take stuff out of. No, it's a very simple spawn area that me and Starlight designed to be simple and just to help us be safe at spawn. I will elaborate more on Astrocraft when... Oh, haha, look over here. So you can probably tell what this is up the scaffolding. It's a gold farm, and you can tell that by these piles of gold swords that I really don't need, so I just throw them out and leave them to die. So up here is the gold farm area. As you can see, I have it organized like this. This upper chest here pretty much holds whatever else. Okay, a lot of piglins are dying up here right now. You can see I AFK'd at this recently with the high XP bar because I died again recently. Why is this thing flipped up? Oh, it isn't. That's just how I was looking at it. All these things keep raining down really fast, so I hate that every time I try to leave, a few more die, and I'm always like, let me go back and get the stuff that they left. And that's probably the biggest downfall of this farm, is I'm not able to get myself away after AFKing for like 30 minutes. I did build the gold farm with a tutorial. It was a very good tutorial, but I would recommend, pro tip, a couple actually die up here, but I don't really care that much if a couple die and I miss a bit of XP. The main thing I use it for is experience, of course. I had to replace the iron golem in here, so I recommend always having a couple of backup materials for iron golems. A backup turtle egg too. And always put the gas thing on while you're building, because I had a lot of gas problems. Oh great, they're all frozen. Sometimes being up here causes a bit too much lag for my computer, and everything freezes. So that's always fun. See, it fixed itself eventually. So here are my piles, and I throw a lot of these down. So I went in the wrong direction too. I know how to get out, and now that I know how I got here, I know exactly how to get back. So right through this way. And so I wanted to show you guys the gold farm, and that was pretty much all the progress I made. And you might be wondering, Rubix, you only got like one thing done. Why has it been like 3 or 4 weeks? Truth is, it was recently my birthday. My birthday is May 22nd. And at the time of recording this video, I got Zelda Tears of the Kingdom for my birthday, and I've been playing it all week, and I've really liked the game. I totally recommend it. Even if you haven't played Breath of the Wild, it's a really good game. It gives you instructions on how to do everything. But if like you've played Breath of the Wild, you already know all the controls and all that. You might miss some features. There are a couple of features that are completely different. There are some new really cool mechanics. Definitely the physics mechanics have been changed a bit. So I personally have really liked the game recently. And I hope that you guys, if you get it, enjoy it too. I didn't play the old game as much as I'm playing this game. But I love it. It's probably one of my favorite games to play right now. Another thing, which is like the main thing I've been doing all week, is playing Tears of the Kingdom. But yeah, I definitely loved that. And so another thing I did while I was not recording was I set up this melon farm, as you can see. And I'm not afraid of this creeper. At some points, they're like always, when you get to playing at a certain level in a certain world, it's like you're not even afraid of creepers anymore. You're just like, oh, there's a creeper, let me beat it up. This is Rubix's creeper killing method too, other than using a farm, which is my personal favorite. But If you need gunpowder, use a farm. If you want to kill creepers, go out into the wild and they will be everywhere. Especially the savannah, because I've had a lot of creepers. I have quite a few nearby. Creeper holes I'm talking about. Yes. So back on focus about what I was talking about Astrocraft. Astrocraft will be in 1.20. Me and Starlight have decided that. We are going to be starting it in 1.20, and it is going to be super fun, which means I've also decided which biome my house is going to be in the cherry blossom biome, because I love cherry blossom trees. In real life, they are beautiful. In Minecraft, they look beautiful in the screenshots, but I haven't really played screenshots, so... Lag. Lag. Okay, there we go. So... I think they look beautiful, and I'm living in a cherry blossom biome in my giant house, which might be a mistake, but whatever. I'm going to like it there. I've already decided that. So that was the main news about Astrocraft. We have decided it is in 1.20. We have all the members. We have everything set up. We are getting a start date set up as I am recording now. And when the start date happens, I hope you guys enjoy the episode as much as we enjoy making it, because I personally always enjoy the first episode. I always enjoy making it because everybody's on like this ginormous call that we have, and it lasts for quite a few hours, meaning we have to switch calls quite a few times. Sometimes people will veer off in other directions and get off the call. And other times, it ends up being me and Starlight in the call, making fun of each other in stupid ways, like her saying that she's humble with her giant land in SMP the Miniseries. I literally texted her at the beginning of the series, after she was using the word humble very incorrectly. I texted her the definition of humble, and she said, "Yeah, that's me." So we always have some sort of running joke at the start of the series. It is always my favorite episode to film, and probably one of the longest lasting episodes in the series. This series weren't able to tell as much of the stuff that happened, but in the start of Astrocraft, we're all testing our microphones. We're all making sure everything's working so we don't have another fiasco like I did last time. Might take us 30 minutes to start filming, but that's probably what's going to happen. And a lot of stuff has happened at other people's houses too. This is basically just my house I'm working on right now. I also removed this farm recently. I might expand my cow area actually to go out this far, but I haven't really decided yet. So I also accidentally caught chickens in these boats. So, have a slight chicken captivity thing going on here. I also tamed this little cat. A lot of stuff has happened that I'm going over right now. I'm realizing I didn't mean it to go this far. I'm probably going to cut this up quite a bit. So if there are a bunch of big cuts in information, it is because I have decided that is irrelevant, and I've decided to cut it out because this is probably going to be a very long clip. But anyways, off of Astrocraft news and matters, on to SMP the Miniseries, even though all I want to do today is talk about Astrocraft. It's time to do mini-series things, meaning send you off to time-lapse Rubik's with her nice songs and commentary over me building this village. Hello everybody, and welcome to today's time-lapse. I am sorry it has taken me so long to edit this video, but we have finally gotten to it, and hopefully these videos will be coming out more frequently and a lot more quickly, so that I can get back to creating, because I love making these videos. The editing's the harder part for me. Building this village was a very easy and hard thing to do at the same time, because I decided to work with gravity blocks a bit, which is always a bit frustrating. So I sped the time lapse up quite a bit because, well, it was 7 minutes long, and I decided that's gonna be way too long, so I shortened it quite a bit to be only this long, and you might see a couple of weird cuts. Like at the beginning, it started how I already had finished like the bottom half of the house, is because I forgot to hit record on the replay mod. Now here you can see I'm grabbing some dirt to fix that creeper hole and putting it here. I had to go back and gather some materials, so there's going to be another cut sooner or later. But over here I am building some flooring. Again, flooring and walls. I sort of semi-designed it. I decided what sort of style I was going to do for the houses, and then I built it here and modified it for whatever the house needed or whatever I wanted the house to have. So here you could see a slight cut because I had to gather some materials, and it turns out I never needed to gather those materials at all. But anyways, I am still here building roofs and walls. I enjoyed building this village so far. There are a couple of more things I want to add in the future, but this is just the little starter area, and I still need to do the interiors and decorate the inside of the houses, but I decided not to do that this episode. So I'm going to send you back off to Real-Time Rubik's with her rest of the episode. That's the best way I can put it. With her rest of the episode, and I will see you next time we have a time lapse. Hello everybody, and welcome back from the time lapse. It has been a day since I built this. It took me an hour to build it in real life, and you probably saw quite a few cutouts because I completely and utterly forgot to start again after I had to go get more stuff. So I am going to add in some finishing touches later, but right now it's basically just a bit of cleanup work, and yeah, next episode I probably will have completely detailed out these a bit, maybe added some stuff to the roofs, which I am actually planning to do. I just didn't have any of it to do it right now. Well, I have this, but I didn't have the time to do it yesterday while I was building, and I decided not to let this episode be too prolonged in coming out just because of the long time in between episodes currently, and I don't want to get too far behind on episodes. We're also going to place lanterns on the top, which is one of the reasons why I placed so many torches on the top of these already. So I'm just adding a couple here and there to make sure that everything is fully covered, because I have had too many run-ins. If you may have seen during the time lapse, there were 2 creeper explosions. One happened here, and another happened over here. Neither were happy occurrences. Whenever is a creeper explosion a happy occurrence? You can see that my inventory is still sort of in building mode. But I will fix that by the next episode. I just am here to finish up the episode today. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I went over a bunch of stuff already for information for Astrocraft, for information for what I've been doing while I wasn't recording for a bit. I have made this episode jam-packed, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you guys next time on SMP the Miniseries.